reminds me of that time I just randomly got my belly button pierced in Cusco. Hi guys, how's it going? This is Amanda from Amanda Around the Globe. Today I'm at home in Melbourne, Australia, where I live right now, and I'm really excited to make a video for you guys about my top 10 places to travel for first-time travelers. People always ask me what my favorite places to travel are, and these are some of my favorite places that I think everyone should go to. And these are all places that are really good for solo travelers, they're really good for budget travelers, and they're just really amazing cultural places that will open your mind, broaden your horizons. They'll have amazing food, they'll have amazing people to meet, they have really good culture. These are places that you should definitely check out ASAP. Number 1 is, oh wait, maybe I should do a countdown. Number 10 is Cusco, Peru. Cusco is a really cute city. Everyone that I know that's been there loves it. It's really adorable. It's very touristy, but that's kind of like a pro and a con because it's so touristy, it's easy to get around. It's still very cheap. I think I paid like $10 a night for a hostel there. It was really easy to get around. Like, it's a pretty small city, so you could just walk everywhere. I loved it so much that I actually wanted a souvenir. I don't really do souvenirs, but I actually bought these earrings there in Cusco that I wear every single day, and I actually got my belly button pierced there, which is really random, but now every time I see or think about my belly button piercing, it reminds me of that time I just randomly got my belly button pierced in Cusco. It's also the place that you kind of like make your hub from to go to Machu Picchu. That's a whole nother story. But if you guys want a video about Machu Picchu and like how to get there and how expensive it is, give this video a thumbs up or let me know in the comments below and I'll make that video. Number 9 is Portoviejo, Costa Rica. Costa Rica is so beautiful. It's so amazing. It's so pretty, so picturesque. It looks like you just jumped into a magazine or something. The beaches are beautiful. Portoviejo, Costa Rica is by far the most beautiful beach I've ever seen in my life. You can go there. It's also a really tiny little town. You can go there, you can walk everywhere, you can rent a bike and just ride down the street and find all these like random deserted beaches. One time I woke up at like 8 a.m. I rode a bike down the street. I found this completely deserted beach and no one showed up there for like the first 4 hours that I was there. I definitely recommend Portoviejo if you're looking for like a cool place to just chill out. There's also like a massive party scene there if you're into that. I didn't really go out very much, but the hostels are really cheap. They're decent. The food is really good. There is a completely like health conscious vegan cafe there, the art cafe I think is what it's called. Highly recommend it. Okay, number 8 is Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a really cool place. It's more on the expensive side, so plan for that, but I actually used couch surfing in Hong Kong, which made it much cheaper because accommodation is one of the most expensive things that you're gonna pay for, and I had a really good experience with couch surfing. It was really cool to see like how the locals live. They live very differently than we do in the United States. I've heard that Hong Kong is kind of like an introduction to Chinese culture. It's a little bit softer than actually going to China. It's a really cool place to go. I'd highly recommend it. Number 7 is San Francisco, California. You guys know I can't make a video without recommending my hometown. So San Francisco is one of my favorite places in the world. Every time I go home, I spend so much time there. I don't actually live in San Francisco. I live like an hour north of it. So every time I go home, I still spend a decent amount of time in the city because I just love it. I think it's one of the coolest cities in the world. I mean, you have the Golden Gate Bridge, you have the cable cars, you have the beach, you have so many vegan restaurants, you have so many health restaurants, there's Chinatown, there's Japantown, there's like everything that you could ever want is in San Francisco. It's just such an adorable little city. It's beautiful, it's hilly, it's just really amazing. I just love San Francisco. Number 6 is Prague in the Czech Republic. Prague is one of my favorite cities that I've ever been to because it's just super cultural. It's really chill, like it feels very safe. It's not too crowded. The people are really friendly, really nice. It's not too expensive. I did couch surfing there also, and I stayed with some really cool people. There's just some really sweet, nice people there, so I think you should definitely check it out. I also took some of my favorite travel photos there. I just have some really good memories of Prague, and I think that It's a really amazing, like really cultural place, and there's so many things that you can do for free there, like so many sites that you can see that are really inexpensive or free. Number 5 is Singapore. Now Singapore is also not necessarily a cheap place to go, but I did couch surfing there also, which will definitely cut down on your costs. I highly recommend couch surfing if you want to travel and you don't have a ton of money or you don't want to spend a ton of money. The thing that I love about Singapore is there's so many things to do there for free, like those super tree groves, those are free to visit. They have a light show at night that's free. All of the botanical gardens are free. The train system is really easy to use, easy to get around on. It's very clean. It's just like kind of, it feels like you're in Disneyland. Everything's just so clean and so perfect. Really cool place to go. Number 4 is Copenhagen. I have to recommend Copenhagen because it's one of the first places that I ever traveled to. Actually, it was the first stop on my around the world trip that I've been on for like a year and a half now. Copenhagen is just such a cool place. I think my favorite thing about Copenhagen is that men and women are the closest to equal in Copenhagen out of anywhere in the world. I think that's right. It might just be one of the top places. It was crazy to me to see like, the way women are treated are completely different than in the United States. Like you don't get really those people that are staring at you. You don't get people whistling at you. You get treated like a normal person, which is amazing. Number 3 is Bali. Bali is such an amazing place. I'm sure it's not hard to convince anyone to go to Bali, but it's so beautiful. There's so much nature. It's so fun to get around. You can rent a scooter, and I love driving scooters. I know some people are a little bit more hesitant about it, but I think they're really fun. If you don't want to drive a scooter, you can easily just get a taxi to and from anywhere. You can use Uber for super cheap there. It's just really beautiful. Like I took some beautiful pictures in Bali. I had a really good time. I went to a yoga ashram, which I definitely recommend. It was really cool. I feel like Bali is a really good place to go if you need to like rejuvenate yourself, you know? It's beautiful there. Also, they have amazing sunsets. Number 2 is Melbourne, Australia. Of course, I have to say Melbourne because Melbourne is also one of my favorite places in the world, hence why I live here right now. Melbourne has been voted the number 1 most livable city in the world for the last 7 years. I wouldn't say it's easy to find a job, but once you have a job, it's really easy to live. Like you can live really easily even on a part-time wage. You can still pay your rent. You can still go out and do things. It's just a really amazing city. It's really pretty. I think there's a lot of places to take photos of. It's really artsy. There's a lot of street graffiti. I really like that. I love feeling like I'm in a creative environment. And Melbourne is definitely that. The public transportation is so easy to use, like it's beyond insane like how easy the public transportation is. There's so many places to go out to eat. It's vegan friendly. Like there's something for everyone in this city. Number 1 is, I feel like you guys should know this if you know me. Number 1 place that I recommend traveling to is Chiang Mai, Thailand. Chiang Mai is like my home. It's a beautiful city. It's so cute. It's so easy to get around. You can take a tuk-tuk, you can take a red truck, Songatao, you can take your own bike. Like it's a pretty small city, so it's really easy to get around. You can do so many things from the city, like little day trips. You can go to Doi Inthanon, Doi Suthep, you can go to Elephant Sanctuary and play with elephants. You can do so many things in the city. There's so many digital nomads. If you're trying to build your own business, or if you're a blogger or a vlogger or an entrepreneur, like this is an amazing place for you to settle down for a few months and get some work done, because almost everyone there that's backpacking there is some kind of entrepreneur. So it's a really cool place. Very cultural, but basically everyone speaks some kind of English, so it's really easy to do anything. It's very vegan friendly. If you're a vegan, it's amazing. It's very cheap to live. I was living on about $700 a month there, and I was really going all out. Like I was going out for drinks on the rooftop bars. I was going out to eat like at least once a day, usually twice a day. I was going to the elephant sanctuary. I was going to the parks. I was taking tuk-tuks. I was taking red trucks. Like I was not holding back, and it was still so cheap to live there. I definitely recommend going to Chiang Mai. It's just amazing. I don't know anyone who hasn't fallen in love with Chiang Mai. So yeah, those are my top 10 places that I recommend you guys to travel to. I hope you like this list. If you guys have anything to add to it, like there's so many amazing places to travel to in the world. I would like to make some more of these videos. Some of my other favorite places that I've been to, because there's so many amazing places. There's so many places that I would add to this list if I could make more than 10, and there's so many places that I would like, so many more places that I would like to talk about. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys have video suggestions, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!